Buckle up because the hardwood is heating up, and we are diving headfirst into the biggest debates in professional basketball right now. We start with a major controversy brewing in the league, where fans are sounding off on whether Miami Heat standout Jaime Jaquez Jr. was actually the one who deserved the title over the eventual winner. Was there a massive oversight in the voting process, or did the right man walk away with the trophy?
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Then we have to talk about the man of the hour, Keldon Johnson, who has officially captured the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award. It has been a historic season for the San Antonio Spurs forward, who joins an elite list of legends by securing this honor. We are looking at how he transformed his game to become the engine of the bench unit. The story gets even deeper as we explore how Keldon Johnson reached this career milestone after a difficult transition from a starting role. We are breaking down the stats that prove why he is currently the heart and soul of this roster, according to superstar Victor Wembanyama. From scoring bursts to his defensive intensity, it is time to see exactly why he is drawing comparisons to Spurs icons like Manu Ginobili. Finally, we catch up with Keldon Johnson as he discusses how he is bouncing back and shifting his focus entirely to the intensity of the NBA playoffs. With the series against the Portland Trail Blazers currently tied up, every single play matters for his squad right now. If you want to keep up with all the action and get the latest updates as they break, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you never miss a beat. Ever feel like the stat sheet just doesn't tell the whole story? That is exactly the sentiment swirling around the NBA's Sixth Man of the Year conversation right now, and honestly, the snub is becoming impossible to ignore. We need to talk about Jaime Jaquez Jr. and why he belongs in the elite tier of bench contributors, specifically over players like Keldon Johnson. Look, I get the appeal of high-volume scoring, but when you look at Jaquez's poise, his defensive versatility, and how he impacts winning basketball for the Miami Heat, it becomes clear that we are undervaluing substance over simple box score numbers. It's not just about who gets the most shots up, it's about who actually tilts the floor in their team's favor. If you're tired of seeing the same narrative pushed by the usual talking heads, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community where we actually dig into the nuances of the game. At the end of the day, winning basketball isn't always about the flashiest highlights, but about the players who do the dirty work when the game is on the line. Who do you think deserves the title this year? Let me know in the comments below, and remember, sometimes the best players are the ones the mainstream media forgets to mention. What does it take to go from being your team's leading scorer to its most vital bench piece? For most players, it's a bruised ego, but for Keldon Johnson, it was the start of a historic campaign. Keldon just officially secured the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award, and honestly, the shift is nothing short of legendary. This milestone puts him in the same elite stratosphere as Spurs icon Manu Ginobili, making them the only two players in the franchise's storied history to bring home this hardware. It is a massive win for San Antonio, especially coming right on the heels of Victor Wembanyama's unanimous Defensive Player of the Year selection. Now, let's get real. The transition wasn't exactly smooth sailing. Johnson spent the 2022-23 season as the Spurs' go-to guy, so being asked to lead from the pine required some serious mental toughness. By his own admission, it stung his pride initially, but he chose to see the bigger picture. Instead of fighting the role, he embraced it, and the results were explosive. We are talking about 1,081 bench points, the first time a Spurs player has ever cleared that 1,000-point mark coming off the bench. He didn't just fill the stat sheet. He provided the spark that this young roster desperately needed, dropping 20-plus points in 13 separate games. Wembanyama didn't mince words when he called Johnson the heart and soul of this team, and when you look at his efficiency, hitting a career-best 60% on two-point attempts, it is easy to see why. This wasn't just about points. It was about the energy and the gritty, physical presence that defined San Antonio's identity all year long. Keldon Johnson proved that sacrifice doesn't diminish your value, it defines it. If you want to see exactly how he torched the league this year, check out his highlight reel linked below. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button to keep up with everything happening in the NBA. At the end of the day, championships aren't just won by the starters. They are earned by the players who know how to change the game, no matter when they check in. Think about the best spark plug in basketball. It is not always the guy starting the game, but the guy who comes off the bench to flip the momentum entirely. And right now, no one is doing that better than San Antonio's own Keldon Johnson. As reported by ESPN's Michael C. Wright, Johnson has officially been crowned the 2026 NBA Sixth Man of the Year, and honestly, the timing could not be more perfect for the Spurs organization. Just 2 days after Victor Wembanyama took home Defensive Player of the Year honors, San Antonio is proving once again that their depth is just as dangerous as their stars. Let's look at the numbers. Averaging over 13 points and 5 boards a night, Johnson was a model of efficiency, shooting nearly 52% from the floor. But stats don't tell the full story. He didn't start a single game this season, yet he managed to drop 20-plus points on 13 different occasions. Remember that January night against the Lakers? He put up 27 in a dominant win, reminding everyone that he is a certified microwave scorer who doesn't need to be in the starting five to take over the game. There is a special kind of legacy here, too. Johnson becomes only the second Spur in history to win this award, joining the legendary Manu Ginobili, who took home the hardware back in 2008. It is a fitting comparison, especially considering they share that rare Olympic gold medalist status, Ginobili with Argentina and Johnson with Team USA. It is that kind of championship pedigree that makes a bench player truly elite. Currently, Johnson's focus has shifted entirely to the playoffs, where the Spurs are locked in a gritty series with the Portland Trail Blazers. As they fight for a spot in the next round, one thing is clear. Keldon Johnson is the kind of player every title contender dreams of having. If the Spurs are going to make a deep run, it's going to be because of the fire he provides off the pine. What do you think? Does this win solidify Johnson as the best bench player in the league, or is there someone else who deserved the nod? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more updates on the postseason. And remember, in the NBA, it's not always about how you start. It's about who is there when the game is on the line. Ever wonder what really goes through a pro athlete's mind the second the buzzer sounds on a tough defeat? We've all seen the post-game interviews, but getting a raw, unfiltered take from someone like Keldon Johnson is a different story entirely. Following a difficult loss, the narrative isn't just about the scoreboard. It's about the mental shift required to get back on the court and perform under pressure. It's easy to look at the stats and point fingers, but Johnson's perspective reminds us that resilience is a muscle you have to build every single night in the NBA. This isn't just about bouncing back. It's about the grit that defines elite players. If you want to stay ahead of the curve on deep dive stories like this, join over 9,000 other sports enthusiasts by subscribing to Fathom's weekly newsletter. It is the best way to cut through the noise and get the real story behind the game. At the end of the day, success isn't defined by the games you win, but by how you carry the weight of the ones you lose. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and tell me in the comments, how do you think your favorite team bounces back after a major slump?